Welcome to St. Augustine this evening. It is Thursday, February the 8th. We're glad you're with us. The Mike Davis Show. And we asked everyone to be on the show today. Every single person. Even people that Joe Biden shook hands with or died a long time ago, we asked to be on the show. And none of them showed up.
Well, that
so
breaks.
I'm grateful that the smartest woman on the 904 Now Network is here with me.
Also the only woman.
I was giving you the opportunity to say that. So we're very glad that you're here. It has been a crazy week.
It has been.
For guests and sickness and all kinds of other things. But we are glad you guys are with us. And we're going to have a fun show and probably talk about Amanda's favorite subject, the Taylor Swift Bowl.
Okay.
First inaugural Taylor Swift Bowl is being held this weekend. 2 teams are playing in honor of Taylor Swift.
It's this weekend?
This weekend, Sunday.
Okay.
All of you fans of Taylor Swift, that thing that happens when Taylor Swift shows up at a football stadium is going to go on this weekend. Yes. Okay. All right. Let's make some money, though. Adar Kresge & Associates, they're a full-service local CPA firm with a team of skilled professionals dedicated to providing top levels of service in the areas of tax compliance, planning for businesses, individuals, estates, and trusts. They also do audits and reviews and other accounting services. They can do a business valuation, forensic analysis, and litigation support. You can call them at 904-460-0747 or online at abearkresgecpa.com. They're great folks. And opening their doors in 2008, the Casey Agency, Brightway Insurance, has proudly stood by their customers through hurricanes, major floods, hails, and fires. Through these events, the agency has become a much-needed insurance resource in times of trouble and hardship. And honesty and integrity are the pillars of their core values, says owner Ashley Casey. We pride ourselves on being insurance experts while developing strategies that help our clients meet their insurance needs. You need insurance. Trust me, in this crazy market, you need insurance. Brightway Insurance, give them a call. Go see them. They're amazing folks. They insure this show, which tells you how much risk they're willing to take. And SolarStick, established in 2006, they're a local portable power company proudly committed to American manufacturing, constant innovation, and creating jobs right here in St. Augustine, Florida. SolarStick's focus on providing solutions for self-sufficiency helps users all over the world complete missions and save lives. SolarStick, changing lives, saving lives, and reviving American manufacturing right here in the nation's oldest city, and saving this show yesterday.
Yes.
SolarStick saved this show yesterday.
Absolutely.
100%. Steph, thank you very much.
Thank you, Steph.
And Bozard Ford Lincoln in St. Augustine, their goal is to make sure your time and experience buying a new or used car is stress-free, fun, and enjoyable. Bozard is a family-owned Ford dealership that has been in business here in St. Augustine since 1949. And Bozard Ford has been the recipient of numerous dealer awards, including being ranked the #1 automotive dealership in the nation by Dealer Rater. Bozard Ford has also won back-to-back President's Awards, which is the highest honor given by Ford Motor Company to their dealers. Check them out online today at bozardford.com, or better yet, go see Bo, Letty, and all their amazing staff. They'll help you find that newer used car you're looking for. And then when you're done, go get lunch at Ford's Garage. And pick out the Jiffy Burger. I hear it's the only burger they're serving this month, the Jiffy Burger. In honor of the Florida Man games, it's only Jiffy Burgers.
Yes, only.
Only Jiffy Burgers.
Much better than the Iffy Burgers.
We've heard that. That's what we're saying. And then Davey left a message for us. The Women's Exchange of St. Augustine, a great group. They have the Knights of Vice. Are you hosting this?
No.
The Knights of Vice.
Why would I host? I am offended.
You grew up in the Panhandle. I hear it's a very amazing place.
I grew up in Niceville. We were nice, not vice written.
Yeah. Hiding under the name. Cajun Buffet Open Bar, Silent Auction Casino, Brass Band, and a King and a Queen. I have jokes there, but I'm going to let them go. February the 13th, 6 to 9:30 p.m. at the Pina Peck Garden, which is a really great place to do these things. You can go to dinnerinthegarden.staugustine@gmail.com, and it's STAUGUSTINE. You don't have to put a dot in the St. Augustine, but dinnerinthegarden.staugustine@gmail.com. You can get tickets. And Tips for Kids is March the 5th. There's going to be all kinds of great locations around here. So if you want to go help big brothers and big sisters of St. Johns County, go out, have a great meal, have some celebrity waiters and waitresses wait on you. Also today is the Fort Mose Jazz and Blues Series.
Yes.
I know that because Jackie Hurd gave me a calendar with all kinds of amazing things in it, and I plan on reading it every single day.
And if you want one of those calendars, check out staugustinePhotographs.com. The website looks like this. I'll drop it down in the chat, and you can order it right there.
And there's nothing tomorrow on the 9th. There's something called a Chinese New Year on the 10th. And then...
something called...
I know.
Other actual New Year.
I've never been invited to it, so I'm not sure it actually happens, but I've seen it on calendars. It's like Boxing Day. I've never seen that either. Super Bowl is on Sunday.
You're very American.
I am very American. Very American. Super Bowl is on Sunday. It is also Taylor Swift Day, the International Day of Women and Girls in Science. Shouldn't it be the International Day of Women and Girls in Music to honor Taylor Swift? They should change that. Davey, get on that and fix
so
that.
Offended.
Davey, fix that.
He's so offended, y'all.
Davey, fix that. You should straighten that out. It's the only way to get that done.
Because, Davey, you're in control of national holidays.
Davey's in charge of national holidays. I heard that. I think Troy told me that right after I got called something very interesting today.
You were called something. I think it's a compliment, personally.
Because?
Because I think that it's...
What was I called, first of all, on the morning show?
Well, put it in the comments if you guys know what he was called on this morning.
Someone let me know what derogatory things may or may not have been said about me this morning on the morning show. I don't think it's derogatory.
It's classic. It's the basis for all other flavors.
Was it Blake? Was Blake the one who said it?
No.
I know it wasn't Davey. Davey's too nice a guy to say mean things about people. Except for you when you're not here.
Well, that tracks.
Davey doesn't say anything mean about anybody. He's absolutely amazing. So,
Davey is amazing.
Yes.
So you were called vanilla ice cream.
Okay, as long as I wasn't called vanilla ice. Because that really would have been an insult.
Ice, baby. Yeah, I think that vanilla ice cream isn't I don't think that's a diss necessarily if you think of
I love vanilla ice cream.
I mean, what kind of ice cream are you having with cake and pie?
Yes.
It's almost always vanilla because it pairs well with everything. It's the foundation for all other more complicated flavors. So good solid backbone in the ice cream community. I think vanilla is a compliment. Although you're a little too tan for vanilla. I'm more vanilla than you are.
I'm toasted vanilla. Toasted vanilla. So you know where vanilla came from?
It's a tree. It's a bean pod from Madagascar.
No, it is not.
We're close.
Mexico. So from the Yucatan Peninsula.
Okay.
So I think the Mayans, the Olmecs, and then eventually the Aztecs had it. But it is a Mesoamerican thing. It was found by the Spanish when they got over here. So it's American thing, just South American or Central American, but it is from the New World. And it was prized for all kinds of things. They used to make a drink out of it, mixing it with cocoa. Making essentially the first hot cocoa with vanilla and cocoa beans.
Madagascar also produces vanilla beans.
I think it's a recent find. Look at history of vanilla and you will find out where it came from.
All right.
And I don't mind being vanilla. I think it's a great flavor. It really, truly is. But you're right. As much as I surf. Yeah.
And
Bobby, chocolate is a great flavor as well, but Troy is not cool enough to be chocolate. You got to be cool to be chocolate, and Troy's not. So let us know what flavor you guys think Troy would be if he were an ice cream.
Yeah.
I have my idea.
I have one too.
I have one, and then we're going to find out about Davey and Amanda as ice cream flavors.
Ooh. Well, we dropped it in the chat what we thought. We
self-diagnosed. We've already had our own little chat going on here, so I would love to know. You don't want to know where it really comes from. I do. I actually do. Amanda's looking it up right now.
Okay, that's a myth. She's alluding to a myth. So, is it beavers? There's an anal gland secretion. I believe it's from beavers.
Okay.
That is used in some candles, and it smells like vanilla. And so there became a myth that
thank God it didn't smell like Gwyneth Paltrow.
Imitation. That might also smell like vanilla. Who knows?
Keep up, people. Keep up. Keep up today.
So That's a myth. It's not in any food products that are vanilla flavored. It's in non-consumable vanilla scented things. It's not.
It's not the actual edible vanilla.
Yes. Edible vanilla.
Those poor beavers, what tests were they running on them to find out this?
I don't want to ask.
What beaver did something wrong that they're like, we need to check out this gland?
Yeah.
That's just not cool.
Well, I mean, if you've had enough dogs, you know that anal glands sometimes they need a little help with that. So they might have had a beaver in captivity that was boot scooting across the carpet.
Again, too much information from Amanda today.
I was a vet tech, so I've had to express lots of anal glands because of
I don't need to know where that
booty scooting across carpets.
No, you don't need to know that. All right, where did vanilla come from, though? Came from.
We got distracted.
It's Mesoamerican.
It's native of South and Central America and the Caribbean.
Not Madagascar.
And the first people to have cultivated it seem to have been the Totonacs of Mexico's East Coast.
Okay.
Aztecs acquired vanilla when they conquered the Totonacs.
Which means the Totonacs no longer live because that's what the Aztecs did.
Yeah, the Aztecs.
They're gone. Vanilla is the only thing left over from them.
It was a culture that believed that blood appeased the gods and allowed the sun to rise. So lots and lots and lots of murder.
Because there were lots and lots of sunrises under the Aztecs.
Yes. So that's real unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, the Aztecs acquired it from the Totonacs in the 15th century.
See, I feel better already.
You got it.
It's an American thing.
You've got one on the board for trivia then.
I do have one on the board for trivia. I do. I'm winning. So we may or may not have Blake here in trivia. Blake is working very, very hard.
I'm expressing myself today. Oh,
smells like vanilla in here.
Why did it come? You know why? Because 7 other people said no.
Yes.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, 7 other people said no, and you couldn't because you get paid to be here.
Contractually obligated.
You contractually obligated.
And your wife saw me speak this morning, so I couldn't lie.
The vanilla story took up almost an entire Storydom show one morning.
Which is why I did research, and because I love vanilla fragranced things and vanilla flavored things, and I wanted to make sure that I wasn't essentially licking a beaver butthole.
All right, so what I need to know is what flavor of ice cream is Troy Blevins?
I'll give you mine.
All right, what do you got?
No one's putting it in the
comments. Like, you guys are nobody wants to diss on Troy. The flavor that Troy would be.
Pick Troy's flavor. Mine is pistachio.
Okay.
Because he's slightly cracked.
All right.
He's always festively colored.
Yes.
And he's a little bit nutty.
See, I have him as Rocky Road.
Yeah.
Because if you know Troy...
Barbara Jean said pistachio,
If you know Troy, it's a rocky road. If you're friends with Troy, it's a rocky road. There's ups, there's downs, there's bumps along the way.
If you talk politics with Troy, it's a rocky
there's
road.
highs and so it's rocky road. He's just rocky road. Okay. That's what he is.
All right.
What's Pete? What ice cream flavor would Pete be? I have one because he's the Florida Man Games guy.
Okay.
Orange sherbet.
Orange sherbet? Well, that's not ice cream.
It's the only orange. It's the only orange color I could come up with as an ice cream.
Orange creamsicle.
Okay. Well, excuse me.
I wouldn't say that. I was gonna say salted caramel because he's sweet but a little salty, and it matches the color of his head.
Salted caramel. For Pete Melfi.
Yep.
That's not bad.
No.
I'm trying to think what else Pete could be. I really truly am.
Yeah.
Anyway, remind me later. Pete has joined forces with PETA, not to be confused with Pete's Spanish name.
Oh no.
PETA, but he has joined forces with them. I have a whole story on it that I need.
Oh, no.
I need to go bring up. It's a very interesting.
I have thoughts on PETA that might not.
Well, you worked in an organization that PETA wasn't very proud of.
Yeah.
Not fond of.
I'm not fond of PETA.
No, did not like. We're convinced that you're probably not a good person.
As a woman who believes in female empowerment, I don't appreciate their marketing plan either.
Yes. What is their marketing plan?
I go naked to save animals.
I don't know. No, let's keep all that. Let's keep the clothes on. Let's keep the clothes on. Save the animals. Keep the clothes on.
Can we try female empowerment without being naked? Because I feel like that's the boys winning, like the boys tricking girls into thinking like female empowerment means that you can go naked and be totally proud. Like, oh, so we're giving the boys exactly what they want? We're giving away everything for free? I would really appreciate that to not be the case.
So I found this story the other day on PETA.
Oh, no.
Seems that PETA has joined forces with Pete Melfi. They'll be coming soon to a committee meeting, hearing meeting in St. Augustine.
Oh, great.
Because PETA is targeting a Kansas merry-go-round maker over animal-themed carousels.
Because that's what's really going to help animals in the world.
Yes. Now,
attacking carousels is going to improve the lives of animals.
I think Bobby's got this wrong. Driving to Troy's house is a rocky road. No, I think that's more swimming to Troy's house. It will be underwater at some point in time. No, PETA is targeting a Kansas merry-go-round maker over animal-themed carousels. Urged the largest amusement ride manufacturer in Kansas to end their production and sale of animal-themed carousels. What are you going to do?
You know what the carousel maker should make? They should make a Halloween-themed carousel with all slaughtered animals.
No, that's even worse.
And they could call it the PETA.
No. Children learn through play, and teaching them to have respect and compassion for all living, feeling beings can help create a more...
I hate PETA.
What are you going to ride around in a circle if you're not riding a horse? What are you going to ride? You can't ride any animals according to PETA. If you were to ride human beings, that would be horrible. What are you going to ride? They
wouldn't even want cars because those are fossil fuel.
I swear, I really honestly think that Pete Melfi is behind this entire thing. He gave them this idea because he's such a carousel hater.
What are we supposed to do? Put a bunch of eggplants on merry-go-rounds and let kids ride those? That seems inappropriate too, thanks to emojis.
Well, you can't. I'm trying to figure out what else you would use for a device that goes around in a circle that kids ride up and down. I'm trying to figure out what it would be.
All this comes back to is they're all about PR and not actually about anything that improves the lives of animals.
Yeah.
And just ask the hundreds of thousands of animals that they euthanize every year at their rescues.
Spoken by the woman who kept whales in captivity.
I didn't keep them there. I just treated them while they were, I cared for them while they were there.
You were part of the process.
Yes, that's what they say. People have literally told me I profited off the pain of animals.
Listen.
Let me tell you, I had to work 7 days a week and 2 jobs in order to pay my bills and still get help from my parents when I worked in that job. I did not profit on anything.
Right. Back to our ice cream question of the day. What ice cream flavor would you be?
I hate Ben & Jerry's, so I'm going to go with the one that's not Ben & Jerry's, and that would be Moose Tracks. And Davey also claimed to be Moose Tracks.
No, Davey's a very happy person. Davey's birthday cake.
Davey's birthday
Davey is birthday. Every day is like a birthday with Davey. He's excited about everything. Birthday cake ice cream.
Don't 100%. Like birthday cake ice cream, but I love Davey.
Yes. See? Birthday cake. Davey's birthday cake.
My favorite
That's the happiest ice cream out there.
Peanut butter cup Moose Tracks, not the brownie one.
Peanut butter. Oh, of course. You got to change it to make it something special.
There's 2 different kinds of Moose Tracks.
Because you're special.
So I specify. I'm very
Why
specific.
is there 2 different types of Moose Tracks? One wasn't enough?
Because Moose Tracks is delicious. It's vanilla ice cream with fudge swirls, and it either has peanut butter cups or brownie pieces in it.
And you prefer the peanut butter cups to the brownie pieces?
I do.
It depends. I've had peanut butter cups in ice cream, and sometimes I like frozen peanut butter cups, but sometimes in ice cream it just doesn't taste the same.
So what's good about Moose Tracks ice cream is that they're not, I don't know what voodoo they put on those peanut butter cups, but they're not like hard, crack your teeth kind of frozen.
Okay.
So as you're eating the ice cream, it's still soft enough to be enjoyable.
All right.
But it's got a little bit of texture to it.
Okay. So
it's delicious.
We got you, we got
Publix
Davey.
Moose Tracks peanut butter cup ice cream.
What ice cream is Clay?
Ooh.
What ice cream is Clay? Clay's got to be something super chill and super cold
Yeah.
and really cool. So what would he?
Buttered rum.
That's not bad.
Because it's smooth, because it's butter.
Yeah.
But it's also chill, because it's got rum.
That might actually be Clay.
Yeah. I think I'm nailing these.
Huh?
I think I'm nailing these.
You're doing better than me. I was like completely lost trying to figure out Clay. I was, What about Blake?
Blake. I might know too many ice cream flavors, y'all. I think that's what we're discovering.
What do we got for Blake?
Let's see. What do we have for Blake?
I mean, he's hardworking. He's intelligent.
Kind of no nonsense.
Chocolate chip?
Cookie dough?
Chocolate chip cookie dough. He can do that.
Yeah.
Because his dad is Rocky Road, so there's a little bit of that in there. So, yeah.
But he doesn't like chocolate, so we can't give him chocolate.
Yep.
So that rolls out cookies and cream.
Susan, yes, Davy has sprinkles on top.
Well, birthday cake would have sprinkles.
I know, but Davy
it has sprinkles inside.
He has that. He has chocolate sauce and cherries on top. Yes. Yeah. Yep. New York cheesecake.
A non-chocolate, no nonsense. I mean, if his dad's pistachio, he could be pecan.
He could be. We'll have to ask him when he comes in what ice cream he is.
Okay.
If he has an ice cream flavor, what ice cream flavor would he be? Yeah, Davey has all the toppings, not just one or two. He has them all.
All of them.
Because he's just super cool.
Banana split, man.
Yep. I like
so what ice cream flavor would you want to be?
Vanilla's fine.
Vanilla's fine.
Vanilla's fine. Chocolate chip is great.
That's funny.
Chocolate chip is the best. Haagen-Dazs has a chocolate chip ice cream that if you start eating it, the whole tub is gone. It's just so good.
I'm thinking.
So good.
I just Googled ice cream flavors.
Yes.
Davey could either be.
Coffee. He could be coffee.
He could be coffee.
Yes.
He could be black raspberry.
Oh, that's a good one.
Goes with his hair.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a little more serious than all these like candy flavors.
Yeah.
Does he drink coffee?
I don't know.
I've never seen him.
I've never asked him.
Yeah. I'm going with black raspberry.
Black raspberry. What about banana? We got anybody that would be banana?
I'm allergic to banana.
You're allergic to banana ice cream?
I'm allergic to bananas, so I don't
no
try
banana daiquiris either?
No.
Yeah, banana ice cream. That used to be one of the homemade. When we did homemade ice cream as a kid, my grandparents, my parents, banana ice cream was always one of the flavors. Oh, man, that was good.
The reason I have that big giant jug that I drink my water out of is in my car. The reason I have that is because it fits an entire blender of beverage. And I would make it on the way to lacrosse or basketball games. And it was strawberry daiquiri with banana liqueur. And then I developed a latex allergy in college. And now I can't use latex products. I also can't eat bananas or avocados because they're part of the latex family.
I did not know that.
Yes.
That is a deep-seated allergy. Okay.
Dolphin training stole bananas and avocados for me. Latex gloves.
Wow.
Yep.
All right. Valentine's Day is next week.
Yeah, I heard.
Valentine's Day is next week.
Barbara Jean is Buster's New York cheesecake. That's her flavor.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
All ice cream sounds pretty good. So this young lady, Virginia Allen, wrote a society commentary.
All right.
3 reasons to get married.
Okay.
Before we read her 3 reasons, what are our 3 reasons for getting married? And you guys can chime in. If you're getting married, what's a reason for getting married?
Publix chocolate trinity.
No.
That's
Bobby, good. It's Haagen-Dazs chocolate chip. Really, really
All
good.
right.
Yes.
So my 3 reasons?
Yes.
Okay, well, I found the love of my life. Companionship and kids.
Companionship and kids. Okay. So I will also lead with, because I don't want to get in trouble if Darcy's listening. Yes, she was the love of my life. I knew that I was never going to find anyone else as cool as her to want to hang out with me. But we were also really good friends when we started dating. So we had friendship on our side. And then we both, we wanted to form a family. We wanted to have kids and we wanted to do all those things. So that was kind of ours and our idea. So Virginia Allen, who she seems to be very nice. Also, she looks like she's 14.
She does.
in this picture. If she's 30, she should
very
keep
middle
this picture
school.
for a long time.
Yep.
Looks very, very, very young, right? Yes. You should only marry for love and only if you cannot imagine it. That's pretty much yes. I got you. Melissa, Barbara Jean, yes to all of those. Okay.
Yep.
So she's a senior news producer and podcast host for the Daily Signal.
So she's a high school senior.
She's a high school senior. Yeah. She's the co-host of the other and Problematic Women. How have you not been on that show?
They haven't
How have
called
you
me.
not been on that show?
They haven't called
You
me.
can send her an email. Entire books have been written to answer the question, why get married? As a man, we don't read that deeply. There's about maybe 3 paragraphs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if it's not in those first 3 paragraphs, we're done, right? A whole book over why to get married? No.
You need a pamphlet?
An outline would probably work for men. And I don't think we need a pamphlet. An outline's probably good. And a short outline at that. Don't make it 2 pages.
All right.
We'll lose track of what we were doing when we're reading the 2 pages. So it's futile to think we can fully address the question in a few minutes, but if you've never asked yourself the point of marriage, this is worth consideration. So she says, talk to any happily married couple. They will tell you marriage has humbled them, highlighted their weakness, and expanded their capacity to love.
Yeah.
See, when I read that, it's like, as a guy, we've learned to say, I was wrong and I'm sorry.
Well, I've learned to admit when I'm wrong with stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
I've also learned to be a little introspective about where I'm at mentally and physically and emotionally and be like, I'm being crazy because I'm not in a good place right now. So please ignore everything I just said and I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yes. No,
But I mean, I wouldn't have had that realization had I not seen myself reflected in him.
Mm-hmm.
And realized, oh, I'm being insane right now.
Yes. No, yeah, you do crazy things when you fall in love. Crazy. Studies reported by the National Library of Medicine. Who knew we had one of those? But I'm sure it's worth
National
billions of dollars.
Library of
Yeah.
Medicine, okay.
I hope it's not a national thing. I hope it's just in the name. Find that married men are less likely to commit crime when married to women without a criminal record. Mm-hmm. Well, what does that mean if you're married to a woman with a criminal record? Does that mean you're more likely to commit a crime? Married to a woman without a crime, you're less likely.
Okay, wouldn't it work the same way? Women who are married to men that are not committing crime are less likely to commit a crime?
I don't know.
I feel like that's just your partner holding you accountable.
And children who have 2 parents, whether biological, are less likely to live in poverty. That's all true.
Yeah.
According to our marriage, decreases alcohol use. That really is a happy marriage because I'm not sure the unhappy marriages decrease alcohol use.
Well, I mean, unhappy marriages aren't typically unhappy immediately. And so you have those years of drinking less because you're not out partying with the boys or partying with the ladies.
Yep.
And so it probably averages out over time.
Okay. She says, with Valentine's Day around the corner, we dive into the purpose of marriage on this week's edition of Problematic Women. I might have to listen to that.
Are we going to do a Women's Wednesday with problematic
Of course.
women?
Well, we should have Davey on that show too. Of course, dating comes
Davey's
before
watching.
marriage.
Do you
So
want to be a
we
part of that,
also
Davey?
offer our dating advice and share some highs and lows of modern dating. I think she's been listening to our show about modern advice and she started Problematic Women. I think Davey and you are the entire thing. Davey, what flavor of ice cream are you? We had you at birthday cake. With sprinkles
Mike
and chocolate.
insists that
and
your
a
birthday cake and all the
You're
things.
just always happy. Birthdays are always happy. That's Davey.
Uh-huh.
It's always happy.
I think
Yes.
Davey chooses to be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, there are lots of people that argue that happiness is a choice. And Dennis Prager has a whole book and a whole lecture series on how it's your moral responsibility to choose to be happy.
I don't know that I could listen to Dennis Prager talking about happiness.
No?
I love Dennis Prager, and I think he says some great things, but he's interested me, but he's never made me happy listening to him.
No.
I've never laughed out loud listening
I
to
think
Dennis
there's a
Prager.
5-minute video. He can make his case in 5 minutes, and you can decide whether the
I'll
book
give him
might be.
2.5. I actually picked
See,
up
ladies, it's not just Taylor Swift he has no patience for. It's
a
also,
lot of people.
It's also old men.
Yes. So I was in the bookstore this weekend picking up some new novels, and I was walking through a section on self-help.
Just novels, all fiction?
Yeah, the same stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a series, Longmire, on TV. I bought a book on Longmire. Joe Pickett's a series. I've been reading that series.
Okay.
The Gray Man series. And then there was one other that I bought, and I can't remember what the other one was.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was the Terminal List.
Terminal.
Chris Pratt was in it, season 1. But I always feel like the book's better than the series, so I wanted to read the book before season 2 comes out. So just kind of hang up. But I was reading a book by Jordan Peterson. I picked it up. I started to read it. I looked at it. And I've watched so many videos of Jordan Peterson.
To reading it in his voice?
No. I was disappointed that I was not as interested in me reading him as me hearing him. And I said, I don't do audiobooks, but because I love his voice, I would get his audiobook for that and just listen to it because I could do that.
He has a very distinctive voice.
I love his tone and his inflection. I think it's awesome. And yeah, I'd rather listen to him than read him.
Yeah.
It's one of the few people I picked up the book and go, no, I'll just listen to that.
Yeah.
It'd be much better. Yeah. Has Davey put in an ice cream choice yet? Davey's holding out. He's researching ice cream.
He might be working.
It is possible.
I mean, he
might be in the middle of a spin class listening to us and spinning, and he just can't stop long enough to type.
Yeah.
That's probably
He hopped in to give us a view.
I love it when my friends call me in the middle of the podcast.
Is that one of your friends that didn't respond about coming on?
No, it's one of my surf buddies, and there's going to be waves here this weekend, but it's going to be cold here. So a trip south at some point in time, either tomorrow, Saturday, or Sunday, is going to be warmer waves. And so we're talking about, hey, let's go surf.
Yeah.
So all day long, my phone has been blowing up about what time we should leave and what day we should leave and who's got what work commitment and who can't go on Saturday and who can't go on Sunday. And
so it's like organizing troop movements?
No, that would be so much easier. Would be so much easier.
Yeah.
In fact, I am going to go stop by the animal shelter and pick up a herd of cats because that would be easier.
Yeah.
Because everybody's going to want to leave at a different time. Everyone's going to come home at a different time.
Does everyone have their own vehicle?
Well, that would be a waste of gas. So no, we'll all figure this out, but it is going to be a painful figuring it out process.
All right.
Yeah. I'm laughing hysterically over this entire thing.
Yeah.
Because some people are like, Saturday's better. Some people are like, I'm leaving tomorrow. Which some of us that have to work, like me, are going to tell us what it was like. Have fun. Some people like, let's go Sunday. Other people, I can't go Sunday.
I'm going to go get Blake. You keep telling me.
I have church on Sunday.
Yep.
So anyway, we will figure all of that out. But a herd of cats. Yeah, I don't know. A colony of cats? Nah, it's a good question, Rebecca, because we've done a pride of cats. No, it's a pride of lions, but I don't know. It's always just I've heard herding cats. So I would go get a herd of cats to herd. That's what I was thinking, because that's almost impossible. Oh my gosh, one of the smartest guys in the world is coming in the studio right now. I say that, and one of your outfits is disgusting. The other one is completely appropriate. I love the Saints hat. We'll leave it at that. I love the Saints hat. That is the most amazing hat ever. Blake needs in. All right, so Blake.
There he is.
Welcome to the show.
Lovely. I'm so glad the camera was on you,
yes.
so everyone absolutely knows that was you.
Yes.
Wasn't me.
So what events for Flagler are you setting up for tomorrow? What's Flagler got on the docket tomorrow that people could go see?
So all this weekend we're having the Old Coast Classic. So it's 11 games total. Four tomorrow, 5 Friday, and then a doubleheader Sunday.
Baseball.
Softball.
That was so close.
I'm sorry.
It had 9 players. I'm so happy, and it's on a diamond.
Yeah. So we have that going, but we do also have baseball as well. Three games this weekend. One tomorrow, doubleheader on Saturday against St. Leo.
Yep.
Plus also on Saturday we also have a basketball doubleheader, women's basketball at 1:30, men's at 3:30.
Basketball on Saturday.
Yes.
Cool. It is a clouder of cats.
Yes, it is a clouder.
We have the smartest audience anywhere. A clouder of cats. Did you know that?
There's actually more than one.
Oh boy.
There's clouder, clutter, pounce, cluster, and glaring.
A pounce of cats.
A pounce of cats.
I like that one better.
You've got 5 options for your collective noun for cats.
Were you listening to the podcast on the way in? We talked about Pete
course he was.
and PETA's collaboration to get rid of carousels.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. People go to no lengths to get rid of this carousel coming to St.
I
Augustine.
know.
Yes.
Someone must really hate this thing.
Someone must really hate a carousel to join with PETA to get rid of carousels all over the world just to stop one in St. Augustine.
Guess the carousel gods weren't happy with this person, and now he's very sick and has to stay home.
Yes. I like a pounce
That's
of
what
cats.
it was.
Yes. I love
It's
a
the
pounce.
Dobbs demon making him sick because the Dobbs demon wants the carousel back.
Oh, that's a very good that's a very good idea. Mm-hmm. It's a very, very good idea. And Pete, we miss you.
We do miss you.
We do. If you wanted a week off,
feel your pain.
just say you want a week off, Pete. That's all you got to do. I just would like a week off.
For monetary purposes, I do miss Pete being in studio.
Are you making money off of Pete?
Wow, that's a lot.
A love of ladybugs. Mm-hmm. Right. So, okay. All right.
I guess we're getting ready for trivia.
We're getting ready for trivia.
Okay.
We are getting ready for trivia. We are 100%. Blake, everyone else has had to answer this question this week. Mm-hmm. Niners or the Taylor Swifties? Who do you got?
The referees.
You're going with the referees.
If I had to pick one, I'll probably say the 49ers.
So I picked the 49ers last night at our family dinner. There were 8 people there. There was me with the 49ers. There were 4 picks for the Chiefs, and there were 3 picks for Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Yes. I didn't even know she was playing, but yes. Taylor Swift.
Okay, so I just looked it up because someone mentioned ladybugs. The collective noun for ladybugs is a loveliness. A loveliness of ladybugs.
That was one of our my favorite trivia days is all the names of groups of animals.
Oh, the collective nouns.
Oh, it was awesome. It was so good.
It's a lot.
So very, very good. All right, are you guys ready for trivia?
Yes.
Would love to.
Are you really ready for trivia? We can get rid
Travis.
of all of this junk that we've been doing. We won't even talk about the Supreme Court in Colorado. We'll leave that alone.
Yeah.
I'll give you the day off. Mostly because Amanda doesn't want to argue with you today.
I don't have the voice for it.
No.
Oh,
She does not.
it's good.
Blake doesn't have the patience for it today, and it's close to Friday. It is Friday
I
for us
exhaust
because it's
him
our
all the
last
time.
day. All right, so Home Depot has begun selling a Scottish artifact.
A Scottish.
A Scottish artifact. You can buy this at Home Depot. What Scottish artifact has Home Depot started to sell?
Me first.
Yes,
Pete.
Pete.
P-E-A-T.
Yes.
I'm gonna say a thistle or a thistle.
Thistle.
Those are both phenomenal answers. However,
No, we're wrong.
Walmart has started selling a
Claremores?
stainless steel William Wallace medieval sword with sheath.
It's a Claremore.
It's the giant sword that William Wallace used.
All right. Freedom.
Which I thought, man, this is awesome. So I went and looked them up and they were sold out.
I bet.
All
They
right.
probably had 6 of them.
So how much money were they selling this massive Scottish sword for, Blake Blevins? It's Home Depot. What were they selling the sword for?
Ooh, I'm gonna say $60.
I've looked at non-conventional things on Home Depot, and they're usually pretty pricey. So I'm going to say, I'll just say $61 because I think it's more like $100.
$49.98
Oh, man.
on sale
I'm wrong, you're
from
right.
$58.33. You were so close.
No, he was close.
I was still close anyway.
Yeah. Well, you had 60, right? Didn't you say
He
61?
had 60.
So I said
You would've-
60. She said
Either way,
61.
Blake would have been good.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. So for $49, you can buy a William Wallace sword.
Their furniture is so expensive.
Yeah.
Really?
That's what I was basing their pricing off of. What
Furniture?
you can get on Amazon, you can get for twice as much on HomeDepot.com.
Okay.
But you have to sell. But the quality on Amazon is much more worse though than at Home Depot.
I'm guessing the quality is about the same.
All right.
He doesn't agree.
I don't know.
You're right.
All right, just
I
next
don't
question.
What else is new?
I don't. I don't. Well, I don't buy a lot at Home Depot, but
Yeah.
I don't buy furniture there. Darcy buys the furniture. I don't even know where it comes from. It just magically appears in the house.
Like her rag and bone jeans.
Yes. Well, no,
You
those I
don't wanna know the
knew
price.
about. Those I did know about. Democrats have historically held a registration lead in the state of Florida, including 328,000 more registered Democrats than Republicans in 2016, and 134,000 more Democrats than Republicans in 2020. What is the current advantage held by which party in the state of Florida as of right now?
So is it a two-part question? Which party has the
which
advantage?
party has the advantage and
what
by how
is-
many? So let's do which party first.
Okay.
Amanda?
You're asking the question, so I'm assuming it's Republican.
It is Republican.
You both get a point. All right. So Blake, how many more Republicans than Democrats are registered currently in the state of Florida?
Plus 300,000.
Plus 300,000? I'm going to say plus 299.
Plus 800,000.
That's a
Republicans
lot.
now have an 800,000.
Does that kind of sting? You're right, but it's so much more.
I've never seen Blake cry over a right answer before, but he might on this one. This one hurt a little bit. Just dug deep down in there.
So
and
what
just
is
hurt
that
Blake.
swing then from one election to the other?
Well, it's from 2020 to this one, it's almost 1 million votes. It's 934,000 votes.
Wow.
Change, because you had 134 more Democrats, and now you have 800,000 more parties. That's 934,000.
Yeah.
Add the two together and go, wow. Go, wow. All right. I did find a map that had what states
They came from?
they're equal. What country around the world's economy was the same size as the state of the United States?
Okay, so we're
So we
comparing
talked
countries
about-
to states?
Yeah, like Canada was California. Canada has the same, wait a minute, I'm sorry, population. I'm sorry, I was like, right. So the
Wait, population.
I'm sorry. So Canada has the same population as California.
Okay.
Right, so the United States ranks the third most popular. I'm sorry, I was doing economies and its populations.
Okay.
It's math, but it wasn't good math for me. So what country has the same population as Florida?
What country?
What country has the same population as Florida?
Let's say Australia.
I'm going to say Germany.
Taiwan.
Taiwan.
It's a lot of people to be on Taiwan.
Wait, hold on. Does China consider Taiwan a country,
I
though?
was about to say,
Oh, God, we've just stepped in it now.
are we going by what other countries consider as a country or what?
It's a good man. You
I
guys
mean, this John
talk
Cena
about
moment,
jumping in the
hardcore.
weeds. Holy cow! I'm sorry I brought that up. Oh my gosh, you guys are killing me. Absolutely killing me.
That's what we're here for, right?
I know. We're gonna skip off of that one. I'm leaving that one before I cause another international incident.
Controversial. You're going to be talking in Chinese.
I do not need
John
another
Cena.
international incident. I'm not going to be like John Cena, apologize for anything.
Yeah.
That was the weakest big man apology I've ever seen in my life.
That was a moment.
I watched that and I thought, seriously, where's Chuck Norris to backhand you right now?
That was proof that wrestling is acting. It is fake.
Well, I don't think he was acting in that one, which made it even worse. I was like wanting the Iron Sheik to come out and just rap him on top of the head.
The
Anybody.
Undertaker. Somebody.
Okay,
Anybody.
okay. Actually, Undertaker showed up in Saudi Arabia to present
I don't know
like some.
anything about this.
I know. So yeah, he actually showed up to Saudi Arabia to present like a trophy to like two Saudi soccer teams.
What year?
Just today.
Yeah.
The Undertaker's still alive? I thought he was
Yes, he's still alive.
All right.
But
I don't know.
Barbara Jean wants to flip California and Canada. Barbara Jean, I don't want to just like break this to you. No one would notice the difference. No one would notice the difference.
Oh, yeah.
Minus earthquakes.
Which, well,
I don't know that it would
if you
improve
traded the
at all.
population for one for the other, the only thing that would change is the accent.
Yeah, they might be nicer.
Socialized medicine, the whole 9 yards.
They might be
It's
nicer.
all the same. All right, so the world's energy mix, right? What is the number one type of energy that is burned around the world creating energy.
Okay, who's first?
Me. So it does have to be like specific, so I can't really say
So we know it's not green because we're burning.
yes.
Renewables is in here. Renewables is an
But
option.
not number one.
Okay. I'm going to say natural gas.
Natural gas. That's a really good guess. Was that you? Is your volume just popped up?
No, my somebody texted me and my watch vibrated. Lucky me.
I think natural gas is a good one. But I'm going to be contrarian and say coal.
Coal is the number one thing that we use to create energy. Coal is 36% of the energy mix. Natural gas is 23%. Nuclear is 9.8. Oil is 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
What is renewables, Blake? What percentage? If you did the math and added all those up, you've got a chance.
I'm going to say, what's renewable?
Renewables amount to how much? What percentage of the world's energy mix?
From all that, or
just from whatever it's out of 100, what percentage points is renewable?
2%.
I'm going to say 1.9.
28%.
All right.
Which I was shocked by.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
I mean, I was.
But then there's Germany.
Then there's Germany. Yeah. Nuclear, like I said, was only 9.8.
Yeah.
Oil is 2.5. I think most oil goes to cars
I
and
was
gas.
lower than him, so I didn't get that point.
No, you didn't.
Nope.
No. Blake is crushing you.
Well, but doesn't she get the coal
I got
point?
the coal point. Did you mark down the coal point?
I did now. Man, it's a good thing you guys
There we
are
go.
keeping score today.
Hey! I have Asperger's, man. I don't forget stuff
All right.
sometimes.
Which is why it's such a pleasure to go against you in trivia.
Plus, also,
How many attempted landings on the moon has man tried? Different countries, the United States being one of them, but how
Okay, are
many?
we counting from the launch pad or are we counting?
We're
that
counting
you made
from
it to space?
landing on the moon. There are a total of how many landing attempts ever made
On the moon?
on the moon? Some of them were not manned. Some of them were just
Okay, so these are
lunar landers that they were trying to get to the moon. How many of them did they attempt? How many
from
attempts
the point of takeoff.
from leaving Earth
Okay.
to getting to the moon? How many? You're making this far more complicated than it has to be.
Well, I mean,
No, we're not talking about the ones in the boardroom that got aborted there. Just the ones that left the Earth's atmosphere and tried to land on the moon.
that's what I was trying to figure out. The ones
Yes.
that actually made it through the atmosphere?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's a whole different number. I'm gonna say 12. I think it's low.
so this includes like unmanned missions, like
Correct.
satellites as well.
Unmanned missions as well. People trying to just land on the moon.
Well, that wouldn't be satellites because they're attempting
True.
to land.
True.
Satellites.
Okay. Sorry. So like
Lunar
rovers.
landers is what I said.
See, this is a much more complicated question than you're giving us credit for.
Okay. 28.
52.
Look at you.
52 attempts. Right? What percent were successful?
You're first.
69%.
The standard go-to answer here. Utah would be the next answer if Pete was here.
I'm gonna say 68%.
42%.
See, I finally got a point.
42%. So the United States made 17 attempts, of which 11 were successful. The Soviet Union made 27 attempts. Amanda, how many of those were successful?
Well, I should know based on the math, but I don't remember what the answer was because I'm on a lot of medicine.
The drugs have kicked
I'm
in just for
barely
the
here right
wrong
now.
reason today.
I don't know. Tell me.
27 attempts. How many do you think they made successfully? Just pick a number from
Six.
1 to 27.
I think 3.
But please don't pick 27 because it's
3.
3. Blake,
Okay, so they made more attempts,
they made more attempts in the United States. How many?
but it needs to be like extremely unsuccessful because at least how many? I'm at least gonna say 8.
7.
You got it.
7 was the answer, which is, I'm trying to figure out where they got the money to launch a rock at the moon 27 times. It
They
can't
weren't
have been a
feeding
very
their people.
It can't have been a very successful. Yeah.
With all the money they laundered from their people, I mean.
Yeah, after the space race, the end of the space race, there were no more moon landing attempts made for almost 4 decades. In the last decade, there were a total of 8 attempts, with 4 being successful, 3 from China and 1 from India.
All right.
Yep. Jamaica does not have one launched yet. Not yet.
But if we put it in the Olympics, they will.
Yes. All right, Blake, are you up first on this one?
Yeah, you are.
All right.
Yes.
The Texas oil and natural gas industry paid how much in state and local taxes in the year 2023?
Raw dollar amount?
Just
Raw
state.
dollar amount. How much do they pay in state and local taxes? The Texas oil and natural gas industry paid how much in taxes in 2023?
This feels like a trick question because I know Texas is very like friendly to oil.
Mm-hmm.
0.
1.
That might have been the easiest guess in the history of trivia on this show. Because if you had said -0, I was walking out. I was done for the day.
I'm not that medicated.
I know that people out there think that Texas is a very friendly business environment, and it is
But
more
the
so than
federal
most
government
countries.
hates oil.
But everybody wants a slice of the money, right? So there's a lot of wells and stuff, and so Texas was paid $26.3 billion with a B, $billion in state and local taxes.
Well,
23.
I feel better about what my guess would have been
26.3
if
billion.
I would have gone first, or if he had said anything other than 0, which would have been $1 billion. I still would have got that.
Yes. Blake's like, that's evil. Oil industry pays nothing, and I'm going to prove it. I'm going to get this answer right. Barbara Jean had under $100. $26.3 billion.
Yeah. If you actually look at the
Billion.
breakdown for what you're paying at the pump and what goes to the state and what goes to the federal government versus what goes to the oil company, the oil companies make very little off of what you're paying at the pump.
The oil company does all the work, gets all the blame.
Yep.
The federal government gets a big chunk of change.
They're the favorite punching bag of everybody.
Yes.
So,
Yep.
but they make a fraction, a tiny fraction.
Why are you looking at me, Amanda?
I'm just looking at the people in the room.
So you're saying that I punch the corporation? Like
No.
Chevron bad, boom, Shell bad, boom.
No,
Okay.
I didn't say that.
You sound more and more
I
like
was
Trump
just
every
talking
day.
to the people in the room. I'm sorry.
All right. Construction.
Oh man.
My favorite.
So which type of the following construction, right? I'm going to give you 4 or 5 things, had the highest increase year over year?
Okay, which type had
Which
the highest
type had the
increase?
highest increase
Year
year
over
over year? So construction projects dollars went up from 2022 to 2023, year over year. So which one? Private residential, non-residential, manufacturing, highways and streets, power, education, healthcare, transportation, offices, or commercial?
So many categories.
I know.
Jeez.
You want me to read them again?
Yeah.
Private residential, non-residential, manufacturing, highway and street, power, education, healthcare, transportation, office, and commercial.
I think healthcare.
I'm gonna say manufacturing, private construction.
So private residential was 7%.
Okay.
Healthcare was 14% increase. Manufacturing was a 61%.
Wow, that was the one I was like,
Increase.
it's definitely not manufacturing because we don't build anything here.
I'm kidding, because you were the closest
I
on
was
the
the closest.
percentages.
All
So 61% increase in manufacturing. And I'm convinced that manufacturers, after that thing that happened in 2020 that we're not allowed to talk about, have decided to bring as much manufacturing back to the United States as possible.
Well, I mean, tankers of American manufactured goods that were manufactured overseas are confiscated
Yep.
en route, like literally turned around in the ocean. it seems smart business to just, especially with what's going on in the world, to make more things here.
Yes. All right. So construction union membership. What percentage of the total construction workforce is union?
What percentage?
What percentage is union?
I think it's me now.
You're only up 1, too, so don't answer the wrong thing. You're going to blow this. We'll have to go to sudden death.
53%.
53%. I don't think that's a bad guess.
Too many damn Teamsters. So lazy.
Oh, man. So controversial. Now you're not allowed to vote for Bernie or any. Did Blake just come out as a Republican, y'all?
I told you he's sounding more and more like Donald Trump every show. Every show.
Damn you, Mike.
Jeez.
I have a terrible influence on people. Ask your dad.
I'm going to go with the optimistic answer. Actually, I'm ahead. No, am I? No,
You're
he's
down
ahead.
You're
one.
down. You have to go
tie.
for it.
Okay, I need
To
this
send
tie.
it into overtime. Come on, Taylor Swift. Throw the bomb to
I'm going
Kelsey.
to say 52%.
What did you say?
53.
Just out of sheer luck. 10.7%.
I got it.
10.7. There's not enough Teamsters out there anymore, Blake. All right,
Damn
we
it.
have suddenly rallied into sudden death. To sudden
Bigfoot
death.
wins again.
Uh-huh.
No.
Why did I say 0?
Okay. And let's see. What do we? Yeah, 0 was the answer that led it all, that got you.
That was just 1 point.
Yep. Hang on. I still have.
I got 5 other points that weren't the 0 point.
I know. All right. I know. Where are we going to go here to get sudden death? Okay. U.S. home sales were down last year.
Okay.
How many years back do you have to go? They were the lowest in X number of years. So how many years ago to get how low home sales were in 2023? So how far back do you have to go historically to have a year that had the same amount of home sales? Was off by a bit.
Gonna say 2008. So what's that? 15 years?
I'm going to...
What just happened? What just happened?
What did you do?
I don't know.
Why
My
did you
computer
trigger the
just
sound?
My computer just went.
Is that who's spying on us? Oh my gosh.
My computer went to sleep and my sound came on.
I'm glad you're the technical genius on this show. That's never
computer
happened before. I
went
can't make that
black.
happen. Can you make that happen, Blake?
No, I
My
can't make it
computer went
happen.
black and then it changed my volume
Yes.
setting.
All
What in
right.
the world?
CCP over here.
Right?
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, NSA.
You had 15 years.
I had 15 years.
16 years.
The correct answer, and for the win, one Blake Blevins retains his title. 28 years. You have to go back
All
to
right.
1995's recession
You redeemed your 0.
to get there. You redeemed the 0 on the last question. Blake, what's on Bollocks tonight?
So
People
annoying.
want to know.
What? Okay. All right. Box tonight is Super Bowl story. So it's just going to be Lenny and I tonight. My dad's at the Comic concert down at Fort Mose.
Nice.
Cool. There is. We just talked about that.
Yeah.
We announced
did.
that today. Thanks to
Because
Jackie
of
Harris
that
calendar.
amazing calendar.
Yes.
Yes.
She's not even paying me to say that 17 times a show.
Yeah.
I just think it's really nice that she dropped herself a calendar.
Did I put?
It's the
put it
little
in the-
things in life.
Here, let me make sure I get it in the comments.
Yeah, make sure you send this to NSA so they
No,
get
I
it
did.
uploaded.
I put
okay,
it in the
good.
comments.
They'll want to know.
That's good because if I do something on my computer, it's going to change my volume settings again.
Yes. All right, Blake, good luck on Bollocks tonight.
Thank you.
Good luck at the softball tournament,
Old Coast Classic.
the Old Coast Classic, right? And the baseball games and the doubleheader and basketball at Flagler, you guys go check out a game. If you're from St. Johns County, it's all free.
Yep.
You live here, it's free to go watch your home team. So go watch them. Amanda, I hope that you continue to get better this weekend. For all of you out there rooting for Taylor Swift, I wish you the best this weekend.
Rock on.
Those other two teams, All right, you guys have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday.
Bye.